John, you guys have put out a statement tonight praising the Irish fans. What would you like to say about the support you've had over here?
I think just that they were magnificent, Andy. They were absolutely magnificent. I think anybody who's met our supporters over the last week or so will testify to that. And in the ground again tonight, you know, with 10 minutes to go, we're 4-0 down against the world champions, a magnificent team. And the Fields of Athenry has been sang over and over again, and then after the game. And I think if UEFA reflect on this tournament afterwards, I hope that they give some special recognition to the Irish supporters. I've always said they're the best in the world, but I think they've proven that again they're the best in the world. I don't know many teams who would be on the receiving end of a 4-0 defeat who would have their supporters behave as brilliantly as our supporters behave tonight.
They are a contrast to some of the other scenes we've seen from supporters this week, aren't they?
They are, and that's for other national associations to comment on, but our guys are great. I mean, anywhere I've gone over the last couple of weeks here, they've been brilliant to me, to the players, our Minister for Sports, anybody who has interacted with our supporters will tell you that they're brilliant. And even at the ground tonight, the UEFA officials said to me, they just couldn't believe it. They just couldn't believe that our supporters would sing and sing and sing and celebrate being Irish and celebrate being at the tournament in Poland.
And in these tough economic times as well, they've spent so much money.
Incredible amount of money. I mean, I think 32,000 Irish were in Gdansk today. 32,000, can you believe it? Very tough economic times back in Ireland. I think the players and myself and the management are disappointed that we couldn't give a display tonight to meet their expectations maybe. And I know it's the world champions, I know we're playing a very good side, and our players worked very hard tonight to give their best. It's just a pity that over the two games we've been here today that we haven't matched the performance of our supporters, which have been absolutely magnificent.
What did you think of the game overall?
Oh, I mean, they're playing our brilliant side. I've watched the Irish team. I'm 44 years of age. I've watched them since I was 6 or 7. I don't think I've ever seen a team as good as that against us. I really haven't. They are the world champions or the European champions. We've got Real Madrid, Barcelona players. Look at our subs bench. I was talking to David Dean after the game, and he said to me that Arsene Wenger looked at our sub bench and he said, buy me that, you know. So it just gives an example of the strength of their team, the strength of the players they have. So in that sense it was difficult for us, and giving a goal away early again doesn't help, because you need to have something to hang on to. The longer you can go, of course, without conceding a goal, the better your chances. But with after 3 or 4 minutes to give a goal away, it was always going to be a long night for us on the pitch, but it was a great night for us off the pitch with the behaviour of our supporters.
And what did Giovanni say to you tonight?
Haven't spoken to him yet. Truthfully haven't spoken to him yet, because I've just come back and he's obviously did have to do his post-match stuff. But look, the message for me to him tomorrow and to the players will be, if we beat Italy in our last game, we'll finish third in the group. I'd hate to go home without a point, and I'd love if we could beat Italy to give justice to our supporters for spending the money that they have done, and also to finish third in the group, which would have its own sense of performance.
And just finally, if any observers or commentators or pundits raise a question mark over Giovanni's future based on these two games, are they wildly mistaken to do so, having just given him a new contract in November?
Well, we've given him a new contract because he met his objectives for us. He's with us 4 years. We were very unfortunate not to qualify for the World Cup. We all know about the events in Paris that night with the Henry handball and all that went with that. And he got us to the Euros this time round, which again was a great achievement for him. He's brought some younger players in. We may see some changes after the Euros. Some players may retire. We don't know yet. I mean, that's something that's been mentioned in the past. We'll see. We'll talk about it after the Italy game. But he's a great manager. He's proven that through his time since as a footballer, when he won 2 European Cup medals as a player, all the achievements he's had when he's managed in Italy, in Portugal, in Austria, in Germany, and he's got us to the Euros, which was a great achievement. I think now our objective is, let's try and get a point or some points in the Italian match, and then we can reflect on the Euros and prepare for the World Cup qualifiers, which commence obviously in September.
With him?
With him, Adam.